If you're an avid YouTube watcher, you might have heard of this topic. You might have already watched videos on this topic, but I assure you, this video will be quite different. Because it's me. And I'm just better than everyone. Are you going to attempt to debate against a physically deformed human from a comic book? Sit down, relax while we dig into the YouTube universe of YouTubers who wear masks. And once that mask falls off, it reveals all the lies, the deceit, the deception, and don't forget to subscribe. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. By the way, everyone, I have to say this every single time. This is not a real weapon. This is a fake weapon from Party City. Costs about $7. And there's my little announcement for anyone that wants to be sensitive. This video is sponsored by me and my protein donut company and my weight loss support group. For more information, click the links below in my description, and thank you all for the support. Recently in the YouTube universe, many content creators have been exposed for not being who they really are, not being true to their online persona. Quite two-faced, you could say. Def Noodles, a tea channel who posted daily about celebrities and YouTuber news wearing cat ears while sitting in a Minecraft house, who is a self-proclaimed top comedian, posted a video titled "Def Noodles is Cancelled," where he explains that this was all a persona. The cat ears are not me, and the voice is also not my real voice.
Use this channel more and get more of my personality out there so you can know more of who I am. Because I do play a character. That guy, the Def Noodles guy, he is a part of me, but he's a very specific part of me. But he's a character. I'm not like that all the time. I can't go to my neighbor and be like, get a grip! Like do stuff like that. That's like,
I just spoke like Iago because I thought it was funny. I really am just a funny guy who wants to report the news, but that was a lie too. He actually came out and said, I hate my job and I hate talking about drama, and if you like it, well, that's pretty dumb. I really just want to pursue my true passion, comedy. And he said that he'll prove that he is funny by posting some of his comedic, top tier, best comedy acts.
You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Okay.
Are you from Detroit?
Take a guess.
No.
And it turns out he wasn't as funny as he thought he was. Sad opened a whole comedy club just to show everyone how unfunny he was, and now his career is going in the trash. Not to mention he assaulted someone he invited to his comedy club. Lied about his age.
What's wrong? Yeah, I'm old now. This whole situation just got so blown out of proportion. I feel like people are making such a huge deal out of something that is literally completely irrelevant. Like, who the fuck cares about how old I am?
No one would care, but you said you're in your 20s, and then it came out that you're damn near in your 40s, and it was just an odd thing to lie about. So of course everyone's going to bring it up and make a big deal out of it, cause you lied. Miiasaurus, a commentary YouTuber.
Hi trash, it's me, Mia, that bitch that low-key looks like the Walmart version of Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
Who was a very outspoken and extremely opinionated one. She told outrageous story times like having colon cancer. Miiasaurus's stories were very promiscuous.
This is a very interesting way for me to introduce myself, but I'm low-key a hoe.
And extremely detailed. She had no issue telling you everything and telling you how she was.
You probably know that my body count is high enough for me to be written in a history textbook next to a fucking Civil War general.
She said she was vegan. She said she was a stripper. She was very, very preachy about certain topics like no shopping at fast fashion clothing stores. She called out Lizzo and Rihanna's line of clothing. She spoke against TikTokers and YouTubers who would do blackfishing, as in getting tans, making their skin darker, changing the way they spoke to appear more black. She spoke against Jenna Marbles for her blackface and the fact that Jenna ran off the internet after people called her out. Well, coincidentally, Miiasaurus would do the exact same. Similar to Def Noodles, she exposed herself, posted not one, but 2 apology videos where she said everything I've ever said was a lie.
I lied about doing drugs, by the way. I lied about being diagnosed bipolar. I lied about having multiple the sex and adult entertainment industry. I lied about stripping. I lied about being a hoe.
I was never a stripper. I never had cancer, and I don't even talk like this. Everything was a big, fat fib. She went on to say, I have a problem. I have a disorder. I'm a compulsive liar. That's literally what she said. She said, I'm a compulsive liar. I lie about everything. And in Jenna Marbles fashion, the woman she strongly spoke against for reacting the way she did when she got critique ran off the internet herself, deleted all of her videos, and drifted into the shadows. Many were so shocked that two YouTube personalities would just not be who they say they were on the internet. I don't think the internet can take much more of these lies. And now, recently, another beloved YouTuber who many would say is so humble, unproblematic, and real, has been exposed for not being who he says he was, and their followers and co-workers are broken. Ah yes, the Try Guys. The Try Guys started on BuzzFeed and later started their own channel, which flourished and even landed a show on Food Network, as what their name suggested. They just try everything from ballet,
Be graceful, we're gonna be poised, and we're going to fall on our butts.
to hot Cheetos,
Let's start with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Oh yeah, everyone's like, yes, I want those in my own mouth right now.
and each member, even if you didn't watch the Try Guys, you kind of knew little things about each one. I'm not going to be two-faced. I don't watch them, but I do know that that's the small one with glasses, that's the tall one with glasses and the large mouth, the Asian one that came out as gay.
Reasons why I haven't explicitly come out. We hold things back because we're very scared that there's going to be repercussions.
And then there's the last one, Ned. Ned's personality, his whole online persona that he gave to his audience is that he absolutely loves and dedicated to his wife. Like I said, I don't know much about the Try Guys, but if Batman held a gun up to my head and said, quick, tell me something about the Try Guys, and I would say, there's a small man that loves his wife, he says it in every single episode.
My wife, 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 my wife.
And the audience absolutely ate this up. Who wouldn't want to see a real man in love with his wife? I think it's so sweet how often he says it. Heart face with two hearts. They are adorable in the videos together and in real life. Edit, in quotes, my wife is awesome. Finally, a man that knows how to love his woman and tells the world how much he loves her. The true definition of an amazing relationship. The audience loves that he loved his wife so much that they started incorporating Ned's wife, Ariel, and otherwise into the show as well. People loved the family dynamic, they loved seeing people in love, and they love to see loyal husbands. But the seemingly happy, loyal, I love my wife husband had some darkness he was hiding. As you can probably suspect by now, Ned wasn't being the most loyal husband to the woman who gave birth to his children. He was not being truthful to the woman he called wife, and he was not being truthful to the million of subscribers that followed him and knew him as the I love my wife guy. He had two different personas, the loyal husband and the man that is having an office affair with a woman that actually appeared in many videos, who was an employee. Alexandra had appeared in the Try Guys videos for times and time, and no one suspected anything until the Try Guys videos started to have some odd edits. Very zoomed in close-ups of shots, odd camera angles, as if they were trying to cut someone out. Someone like Ned. Ned stopped appearing in videos about 4 weeks before their off-screen romance got aired to their fans. Little did the Try Guys loyal subscribers know that this was the last video they would ever get with the man that loved his wife, because it was soon exposed that he was loving someone else. Alexandria and people were absolutely pissed. They were even more pissed the way that he was having an affair, pretty much out in the open. Pictures surfaced of the two at a concert, at dinner, they were making out. You mean to tell me that the I love my wife guy was out making out with one of his employees while his wife, who he loves,
My wife, my wife, my wife.
and tells the world that he loves,
My wife is awesome.
was taking care of not one, but 2 children. You two-faced bastard son of a bitch. Do you know how hard it was for your wife to push out your children from your vagina?
You know, childbirth is no joke. Your body is going through something that, like, it is made to do, but it's not made to do it, like, comfortably.
Well, sir, it looks like your experiment didn't give you a little bit of sympathy toward the wife that you love, because you made a whole video trying to understand the pain your wife went through because you love her so much and just wants a sliver of pain that she had when she bared your children.
This was originally gonna be a video where all 4 of us go through 8 hours of labor, but now we have a little more of a personal angle. I wanna try and understand what Ariel went through on the day of labor.
It looks like you need another round for your sins, Ned. I am someone who is very wary of people online. Hell, I'm wary of myself. I have 2 faces, but I don't take people online too seriously, as I'm sure many have skeletons in their closet. Maybe they're playing a character, or they're just straight up lying. But you know the people that I'm always side-eyeing with my good eye are the ones that constantly talk about being in a happy relationship and how in love they are. It's quite sad, isn't it? Posting about happiness and everlasting love and joy is suspicious to me. Can you blame me though? I mean, we have Trisha Paytas, whose persona is she's a raving lunatic. Nico Avocado, whose persona is a gross fat man who has no table manners. Miiasaurus, who straight up says she's a compulsive liar. Why couldn't someone create a persona that they love their wife? It makes money, it's relatable, it's what people want, and it gets the views while giving you a squeaky clean image, unlike fat man that screams or woman who cries on kitchen floor. Ned's on-screen persona and character he created that people loved is so common in today's world, so I thought, why not just look at a few instances that make him look completely two-faced.
In our documentary, on our tour, you were the legend of love. Yeah. Do you think you're more romantic than the rest of the Try Guys?
Maybe I used to be. There's something about having a couple kids that kind of makes romance a different beast.
At least for your wife, because while she was at home with your children, you were taking your employee to concerts, dinners, making out in public, and for some reason not giving a poop that you would get caught. At all. It's mind-boggling, really. If Batman can catch me, people will catch the I love my wife guy making out with someone that is not his wife. So Ned was on this segment where a woman calls in with quite the dilemma.
I don't know. I can't, it's not like I can ask him to leave his wife.
Not much to say about a horrible situation about cheating when you're in the exact same situation, except you're the husband who is a public figure and your whole personality is that you love your wife. Makes you look quite dumb, doesn't it, Ned?
And I mean, I don't know where to go from here. So a fresh set of eyes on the situation would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Oof. Sir, do you need a towel there, buddy? Their nervous laughter, the whole eye shifting, and guilt that you allegedly banged another employee is making you work up quite a sweat. So the ones that I like the most are where the Try Guys do a lie detector test, and of course the questions thrown toward Ned are things about being a great husband, a dad, and a great husband.
You've got 2 kids now, and you're still a loving husband. Which is more important, being a loving husband or a loving father?
I think a loving husband.
Well, that's a lie. And this aged like whole milk left out in the sun in Arizona during summer. I loved how he answered it, so sure of himself. Definitely a loving husband. No one will ever know. I'll never get caught. Well, you did, sir. You got extremely caught.
Because it makes if your relationship isn't in a good spot, that impairs your ability to be a good father.
So then you're not a good father, because this just in, Ned, you're a shit husband.
You and your wife seem like you have such a great relationship, and it's kind of like an internet joke how much you talk about your wife. You always bring her up in conversations and things like that.
I absolutely adore the little yes nod that he does, like, oh yeah, I do. Yes, I do. And while he's saying this, because he's having an affair during that time, he's like, this is working perfectly, Ned. People really think that I love my wife. I'll just say it as much as possible impossible. And when I take my girlfriend out on a date, no one will ever notice. Because I love my wife so much. I said it.
My wife? My wife. I'm married to my wife.
So it makes it true. This man was interviewed and the reoccurring question was, Ned, tell us how you have such a great relationship.
So tell us, like, what's your number one secret to a great relationship?
People who are in horrible, non-trusting relationships need to know how you do it.
Oh gosh, what's my number one secret to a great relationship? I mean, I think, you know, I talk about her a lot because she's really awesome. That kind of mutual admiration and respect.
Yeah.
As well as communication, a willingness to figure things out.
And now that we know what we know, the answer is so comical. Such a two-faced answer of let me just say what everybody wants to hear. Communication, respect. Let's see, what else can I say to really seal the deal?
Really awesome.
That's what you can come up with? Like you just saw Tony Hawk do a flip kick? Is that a skateboard thing? I don't know. I have better things to do than watch skating. Do you young kids even know who Tony Hawk is anymore? Did I age myself? Too bad. This is not the topic.
As well as communication, a willingness to figure things out.
It's almost as if like Ned knew that maybe one day he would get caught, because after all of this came out and him and his wife were spotted together, all smiles, the paparazzi were just randomly there.
Hi guys.
Ned hurried his little cheating legs into his car while the wife spoke to the paparazzi.
Hey, are you guys working things out? You are?
Working things out.
They tried to talk to Ned, but he had stuff to do, like get home to his kids. He's trying to be that loving husband. He doesn't have time for paparazzi.
What's next in your career, Ned? Okay.
He's a husband and a try guy. He only has time for his wife and of course those in-office shenanigans, but nothing else. He's a very busy man. Oh wait, never mind. One of those are wrong. He is no longer one of the try guys. Kind of ruined the whole wholesome brand. All the try guys have unfollowed Ned, but they kept following the wife and their dog. The only person that really kept following Ned and is supporting him is his wife. You know, the woman that he seemingly couldn't even support himself is actually supporting him after he publicly embarrassed and deceived her. She's not being two-faced. That's quite interesting, Ned. You got a good one. You might want to hang on to her and treat her right. So this brings us to the final chapter of our infidelity-filled adventure of the day. At first, I wanted to ask you, why do YouTubers put on these fake personas? I mean, I guess I kind of asked. It's in the title. But we know the answer to this already. To make money, to make their horrible personalities and lives more palatable to people who want to get away from their own boring or horrible lives. They create these characters because them themselves is no different than you. Not me. I'm amazing. But I think the real question is, why do watchers connect so hard with people that they don't know, like YouTubers? Why do watchers get so upset when something that happens every day comes out about a YouTuber? And why do they put YouTubers or celebrities on such a high pedestal? People always act like they're in happy relationships. People cheat. People cry on kitchen floors. Oh my God. People lie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
People lie, and YouTubers and celebrities are people just like you. Not me. Once again, I'm amazing and out of this world. But it boggles the tiny bit of mind that I have left about how many comments I read that are like, first Adam Levine and now Ned from Try Guys. But online they said that they were so happy and he said that he loves his wife. Are you serious? You think celebrities and guys that got their fame from walking around like this are exempt from diving into another woman's or man's vagina or butthole? Or penis? Don't you dare demonetize me, YouTube. I swear to Batman, those are normal body parts that most people have. Yeah, that's right. Two-Face is all inclusive. He's up with the times. Just kidding, I'm not. I hate everyone. But we're not talking about Ned Flanders.
Dinner's ready. Saved by the bell from eternity in hell.
This is not your fantasy. This is real life. And in real life, Ned is weak. And to top it all off, Ned, you went for a woman that has a history of being with men who are already spoken for.
So I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. We should go. And he turns to me, he's like, I'd love to take you, but I'm gonna be in so much trouble because his girlfriend is pregnant and she was also in New York, so he had to be on his best behavior. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, you can't go for a little bit. He's like, no.
Alexander, just one.
Thank you, pregnant girlfriend.
One shot.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said something like, I really wish I could take you, baby, but I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Honey, were you talking about Ned? Was it Ned? That sounds like Ned. If it's not, well, everyone has a type, I guess, and her type are men that are in relationships. And the other twist, Miss Alexandria had a whole fiance, and he was not too happy when all of this news came out because his fiance is having relationships with her boss. Well, the Try Guys ended up making 2 response videos as to what happened.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys.
But I like the second one more, when they were all just screaming in a green pasture while Eugene is on the phone because he couldn't make the scream scene. The outrage that I see, I guess, is necessary and obvious because Ned and the others we spoke about in this video are public figures, so we can publicly shame them and publicly say things, but the ones that are surprised that people cheated are insane. Here's a little trick for anyone who doesn't want to get emotionally damaged from celebrities or YouTubers that cheat. Here, right here is the pedestal you put celebrities on. All you have to do is knock them to the ground. All the way to the ground. That, down there, is where your expectations should be. After that, you won't be fazed. Take it from me, kids, by all the times I've been burned. I don't expect anyone to be anything anymore except for the gunk on my shoe. Especially people that have an overdone persona. Especially people who are self-righteous and think they are better because they don't shop at fast fashion places and speak out against racism. And especially someone who constantly says how much he loves his wife. Yeah, it might be sad. You might feel bad for me for not living in your fantasy that people on the internet don't lie. But I'm not the one crying over YouTubers who aren't part of my fantasy. So who's really winning? Me. And if you take anything, any little thing from today's video, take that. Be like Two-Face, kids! Someone hurt so badly by the world that you have to take it into your own hands to make it right through the occasional path of crime. But whatever it takes, right? Good night, Gotham, and good morning, Batman. Well, YouTube, I'm about out of time. I've got a little appointment in Gotham that has my name all over it. And remember, don't be like these YouTubers. Be like Two-Face, an openly shitty person that everyone knows is horrible, and that way, no one gets surprised.